Welcome. Thank you for showing up and welcome to this practice of Yoga Nidra tonight, this queer Nidra, to hold the space of the non-binary, to transcend the polarity, and to be in the paradox. However, each one of us feels that and experiences that is valid, is welcome, and in many ways is at the heart of the Yoga Nidra practice that accepts and invites and welcomes all that is and all that is emerging here and now. Beginning with the body, beginning with this human form, this vessel that holds this precious life, letting that be organized comfortably, getting the limbs settled, letting each leg, each arm find its perfect place today. And there's no wrong way to do this. This is your practice. Let your body be at the center of your focus. Let your body's needs be met. If you need to find a cushion or a blanket or some different covers, feel free to wriggle and wiggle and find your perfect place for this moment. For this moment, carving out as comfortable of a place as is possible, taking no economy to find that comfort. We've done that enough. We've done that too many times. So in this moment, you're invited to focus on that which makes you comfortable and following the impulses of the body to achieve that state of comfort. And finding the trust of the earth beneath you, the trust of the gravity on this planet that holds you here. Allowing this body to be held by gravity, right where it is, right where you are. Being aware of this place and this position and how the body is settling. Listening to the sounds around you. If it's safe to do so, close the eyes. Allowing the inner eye to open. And listening with the ears, the outer ears that hear the sounds all around this room, maybe beyond. Listening to the physical sounds of the world. And tuning into the inner sounds, tuning in with the inner ears, the inner knowings and the inner voices, and the sounds within. Listening to the breath. And listening to how this body feels today. Maybe even asking this body, how was your day? Asking this heart, how was your day? And listening with the ears of a good friend. The self, listening to the self. Connected to the knowing. As queer people, we know things about ourselves that we may not share with everyone on the outside, or we do in increments, coming out little by little. And these knowings are part of our gift as humans. And this is an opportunity to connect more deeply with the knowings, not just about identity in that capacity, but about calling and desire and wisdom. So listening to the voices within, how was your day? To the heart, how was your day? To the body. Checking its comfort again, making any adjustments in this position so that the body is revered, is accommodated, is loved. Placing the hands wherever they wish to be, perhaps on the body, on the heart, on the belly, maybe away from the body, to make space for the shoulders and for the breath. There's no wrong way, no wrong position. Find yourself as comfortable as you can be. To be aware of the breath and these inner voices, and to guide the mind Through this rotation of awareness, as the mind is invited to travel around and touch different parts of the body remains still. This is a movement of the mind. And in the stillness of the body, take the mind all the way down to the feet, all the way down to the heels. Be aware of the right heel and the left heel. The feet, right and left. Big toe on the right foot. Second, third, fourth, and fifth toes there. And left foot, big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and fifth. Be aware of these 2 feet, the path they walk, the journey they're on. Thank you, right foot, and thank you, left foot. Awareness of the top of the feet and the ankles, the lower legs, shins and calves. Be aware of the right knee and the left knee, front and back. And the awareness moves and welcomes and touches and thanks the thighs, front and back, the thighs right and left, the outer thighs and the inner thighs both. This awareness filling the power of the legs and the pelvis, right hip and left hip, right buttock and left buttock. Be aware of the pelvis as a structure, the shape that holds whatever is inside of this pelvis, muscles and organs and connective tissue. Allow the mind to be in the lower abdomen and the mid-abdomen, the navel, and the upper abdomen. Throughout the space of the waist and the chest, the right side and left, to the breastbone at the center. Awareness of the armpits, right and left, and the shoulders. Right upper arm and left upper arm. Right elbow, left elbow. Forearms, right and left, and the wrists. Right hand and left hand. Right hand thumb and left hand thumb. Index fingers, right and left. Middle fingers, right and left. Ring fingers, right and left. And the little fingers, right hand and left hand. Be aware of the palms of each hand, the right hand and the left hand. The insides of the wrists, the crooks of the elbows, right and left, up to the collarbones and the hollow between. Let the awareness move into the neck, front and back, to the sides of the head and the back of the head, to the right ear and the left ear, the temple on the right and the left, and the cheekbones right and left, down the jaw, right side and left side to meet at the chin. Move the awareness up to the lips, the right nostril, the left nostril, the tip of the nose. Awareness of the bridge of the nose, the right eye, the left eye, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, and eyebrow center. Forehead and hairline, the awareness moves to the crown of the head, and together the head and the face, together the neck and shoulders, right arm and left arm, chest and upper back. Be aware of the right shoulder blade and the left shoulder blade. Space between the whole spine into the low back, meeting again the pelvis and the legs, right and left. Be aware of both legs, the trunk and both arms, neck and head, together, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Be aware of the whole body, resting and breathing the whole body. In the practice of Yoga Nidra, in the state of awareness between asleep and awake, between the polarity. Here and there at the same time, aware and dreaming at the same time. Be aware of the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Be aware of the breath that comes and goes. Receive the inhale. As the inhale arrives, receive the inhale like an old friend arriving in the temple that is this body. Arriving with gifts of nourishment, this inhale brings that which you need: strength, courage, peace, and flexibility. Every inhale nourishing this body, and every exhale making space. Every exhale creating room for that which is arriving on each inhale, that which the inhale brings and delivers. Receive each inhale. Receive the inhale throughout the whole body. And even the breath is a paradox. It arrives and departs. It brings the nourishment and it takes away that which is no longer needed. It's cool on the inhale and warm on the exhale. Every cycle of breath contains contrast, polarity. And yet the process of the breath, the process of inhale, switching into exhale, switching into inhale, is the design of life itself. The waxing and the waning moon, the dawn, midday, evening and night, the high and low tides of our oceans, like every breath, arriving and departing. Be aware of this breath. Be with the breath. And scan the body for where the body is the heaviest. Where is the body heavy today? Noticing a physical sense of weight or emotional weight. Letting the mind move through the body and find where the body feels heavy. And seeking lightness, weightlessness. Searching throughout the body in the same manner, moving awareness through the whole body for where the body may be weightless, least heavy. And be aware of both body heavy and light at the same time. Heavy and light at the same time. And in this practice here, in this stage of opposites and contrast, you're welcome to take on a polarity that you yourself are working through. Maybe something more complex than heavy and light. It could be anger and peace. It could be the polarity of the masculine and the feminine. It could be illness and wellness. Listening to the heart and to the inner wisdom of a personal polarity to hold, to be with, to look for in the body. Where in the body is one side of this situation? Where is the heavy, the dark, the weighted? And choosing a pair for your work, or continuing with heavy and lightness, like training a muscle to hold complexity and polarity. Where is the body the thickest with this aspect, the heaviest, the most dense, with one side of the polarity? And where is its opposite? Scanning in the body, looking in the body for lightness, for weightlessness, and whatever is the opposite, the contrast to that first piece. Finding one and the other as experiences here in the body, and holding both. Taking a moment to be aware and acknowledge heavy and light, both in the body. Feel the whole body. The whole body. And allowing this to integrate with the breath, with the knowing. Keeping the awareness with the body. And perhaps asking again, how was the day? How was the experience? What does this body need at this moment? How's the comfort? Can it be more comfortable? Is there any way to accommodate this body a little better? And collecting any insights or awareness around this experience as the practice of Yoga Nidra slowly winds down and around to a conclusion. With no rush, begin to be aware of this journey, be aware of this body and what may be transpired in the heart, in the mind, somewhere more subtle. Listening to this body even more deeply, listening to the inner knowing, the space of the heart. How do I feel right now? What do I need? How do I feel? What do I need? And the body speaks in so many languages. It may respond with cravings or memories. Maybe it offers specific words, or it wants to begin little movements. Maybe answers will come later in a dream or sometime tomorrow. There's no wrong way, no wrong way to be. So collecting these awarenesses, these thoughts, if any come by, and listening again to the body, listening to the sound of the breath, listening to the room, listening beyond the room, and remembering where you are, even if the eyes are closed, knowing this room, knowing where you are, this awareness of self and space, where this space is, what city, what state and country, knowing, orientating, knowing where you are in space, without moving, without opening the eyes, just connecting to that knowing, and listening to the sounds, and listening to the sound of the breath, to feel the breath, feeling the movement of the breath, the movement of the air in the nose and in the throat, and paying attention to the movement of the chest and the abdomen with the breath, letting that breath arrive into the body with welcome. Be aware and feel the body, feel the whole body, the front and the back of the body, the right side and the left side, both limbs, the neck and head together, the whole body, the whole body. And as this practice comes to an end, let this body guide itself out of the sacred dream with tiny movements, moving the tongue in the mouth and wiggling the toes and the fingers. Little movements of the feet and the hands to turn the head from side to side. The body is the guide. Let the body lead the way in movements. Maybe it needs to stretch and yawn. Maybe it wants to fold up and hug itself. If you wish to be awake and alert, this is the moment to be awake and alert, to emerge out of this with movement and stretches. And if you wish to wake the body up, you might warm the hands up together, offer that warmth to the face, massaging the ears a little bit, tugging on the earlobes and all the way up to the ears. But you may wish to remain in rest. You may be choosing to stay right where you are in rest and comfort if that's where your body wants to be and needs to be. You are the boss of this applesauce. So thank you for listening. Thank you for showing up tonight and co-creating this experience of the Yoga Nidra, to welcome and to be in the paradox and hold the complexity of it all, transcending in our own experiences and lives to move that forward into the world. So thank you for listening.